If you desire to not just have clients, but keep them coming, then um, the series we're about to go into is something that would really be of value to you. Because as one who also runs a service-based business, not just a business, but businesses, I can tell you for free that it has its own intricacies and its own issues. You understand? But I've come to realize that there are various ways to go about it, that you will not just gain clients, but you can also keep them. You understand? And also leverage them to gain other clients. It's on this note that I want to welcome you to yet another edition of the show, talking about Business Sense with Coach Simon. On this show, I teach you how to build a globally profitable and relevant brand. And this is our mission, and this is also our vision. This is what all of the things we do on this show is about. And so if you're just joining in for the very first time, I want to specially welcome you. And I also want you to know that your decision to be part of the show is one of the best decisions that you've ever made, especially for your business, because your business is about to take a beautiful leap for good. You can also feel free to watch the past editions of the show on Simon Machi TV on YouTube. All right. And you'll be glad that you did. And we've done a series of amazing, I've touched on series of issues as it regards your business, and your business about to change for good. All right. So, like I mentioned earlier, by the way, my name is Simon Machi. I'm your business branding coach and consultant. Right. In the course of my work, I've helped a series of business people, and I've helped series of individuals gain clarity as it relates to their branding. And I've also gone ahead to help them create identities that is helping them stand out even in the marketplace. And if that's is like what you is that if that looks like what you have always been looking forward to, I'm your go-to person when it comes to branding, when it comes to gaining clarity for your branding, when it comes to the actual putting together of the identity and all of the other components that has to do with your branding. So let's get straight into the business of today, shall we? We'll be touching on a very important topic. It is important and very dear to me because this happens to be one of my constituencies. All right, talking about service-based businesses. And so I'll be starting a very short series that I've titled Branding for Service-Based Businesses. Branding for Service-Based Businesses. And in this episode, I'll be sharing with you why branding is important for service-based businesses, because you need to know the importance of it. If you know the importance of it, you will be able to do business better. Now, I want you to know this. Let's have this established, that the service-based business actually thrives on the following. It thrives on trust, it thrives on reputation, and it thrives on experience. It thrives on trust, it thrives on reputation, and it thrives on experience. If any of this, if any of the following, the things I've mentioned is not in place, it will be difficult for you to successfully do business as a service-based business. It will be difficult for you to do that. But I've come to also understand that what fuels the trust, what fuels the reputation, but within the context that I would be situating the entire series on, I'm talking about good reputation. What fuels or what powers or empowers good reputation, and what also gives good experience is branding. Branding is what powers them. Branding is what powers them. That's the reason why we're doing this series. You understand? Because with branding, with the right kind of branding, you can be able to successfully have good reputation. You can be able to successfully have create good experiences. You can also be able to build trust through which you can use to, or with which you can use to be able to do well as far as a service-based business is concerned. Now, I want you to also know that while our product-based businesses, of course, are product-focused, meaning that the attention may not necessarily be on the organization, but on the product or on the commodity that they are dealing on. I want you to know that as a service-based business, you are the product. You are the product. And so you need to, the attention need to be on you. While working on the branding, know that the branding you should do shouldn't be on commodity, but it should be on you. You understand? It should be on you. The quality that needs to be showcased and all of those things, it should be on you. You should ensure that you have good reputation. You should ensure that people trust you. You should ensure that the experiences that you give to people is a good one, because you are the product as far as service-based businesses are concerned. And so it's very, very important that you note this. I want you to notice that people, so you know, people would buy what you do. People would buy what you do based on how you make them feel. People would buy what you do based on how you make them feel. What it simply means is that people will buy you because we've established the fact that you are the product, right? So people will buy you based on how you make them feel. If you make them feel right, it will be easier for them to buy you. Do you understand? So it is important that you note this. So what this simply means is that perception is very, very important. Perception is very, very important. So what also gives you an edge? What gives you an edge over others as a service-based business or as a service provider? Permit me to call you also a service provider. As a service-based business or as a service provider, what stands you out? What stands you out are the experiences you give them, you give people, or what also could stand you out is the perception that they have about you. And the perception is mostly based on the experience that they've had of you. You understand? That they had of you. Because unlike products-based businesses that commodities are at play, meaning that you may not necessarily be in the picture. All you may just do is just send the commodity across. But in this case, most of the time as a service-based person, you're going to find yourself involved in the actual doing of the business. For example, real estate consultancy, part of it is service-based, meaning that let's say as an agent, in as much as you're trying to sell a commodity, which is the house or the property itself, you may find you are more like the middleman, the one who connects the buyer with the seller. All right, meaning that this person has property and you want to, and somebody else wants to buy, so you connect them. So you become more like the commodity as far as this is concerned, even though there's a commodity at play, but you become like the commodity because if your ability to be able to handle the entire transaction well and with integrity and all of those things is at play. But that aside, let's now talk about let's use another example. Let's say you're a graphic designer, right? You're a graphic designer. You're a service-based business. You understand? You have things to deliver. Who does the actual work? It's you. So there'll be your involvement. You understand? There'll be your involvement in order for that delivery to take place. So that is why it's important that you do it. So for you to be able to give the good experience as we begin to round this episode off, for you to be able to give the good experience, because you remember what we said. We said that for your business to thrive as a service-based businesses, for your business to thrive, trust is very important. Good reputation is very important, and good experience is very important. So for you to be able to give that good experience, what are some of the things that you need to consider, or you need to put into consideration? Number one is you need to pay attention to how you see yourself. You need to pay attention to how you see yourself. You understand? You need to pay attention as to how you see yourself. Oftentimes, a lot of service-based people, because I'm also a service-based. I'm also a service provider, by the way. So I've come to realize that sometimes the issue is not with the clients. Sometimes the issue is not with our clients. Sometimes the issue is actually with us. The issue is actually with us. Do you understand? The issue is mostly the issue is with us. It's with how we choose to see ourselves. Most people don't see themselves. Most service providers don't see themselves as solution providers. Most people go as though they are begging or appealing to get those jobs from the clients. And if you go that way, you could be priced or valued anyhow. And whatever it is that is put on the table is what you are going to get. But when you go as a solution provider, and you are willing and ready to give the solution, the way you are going to negotiate will be different. And so the first thing you need to work on, or you need to fix, is how you see yourself. Do you see yourself as just a workman or a workwoman, or you see yourself as a solution provider? So what this simply means is that the nomenclature, meaning that the name you give yourself, should change. Whether you provide electrical services, graphic designing services, whether you provide agency services, whatever service it is that you render, tell yourself or have it ingrained in your subconscious that I am a solution provider. I'm a solution provider. And because I'm a solution provider, my primary job or primary assignment should be to provide solutions. You need to always have this at the back of your mind. But beyond that, you need to also, as you negotiate as though you are bringing value to the table, not as though you are begging the other person to give you, or not as though the other person is doing you a favor. I don't know if this makes any sense. So fix how you see yourself. I believe you me, if you fix how you see yourself, the game for your business will change moving forward. That's the first thing you need to pay attention to, or you need to work on. Number two, you need to also work on the value that you give. Work on the value that you give. What is the quality? The value in this case means the solutions or the service that you give. What is the quality of the service that you give? It's very, very important. You understand? So what is the value that you give, or what is the quality of the solution that you give? It's very, very important as well for you to fix that. Then aside that, also your credibility is also very important. How credible are you? Your credibility should be worked on. Then also the perception that people have about you is very, very important. You understand? Because it is how you see yourself first. That is how they are going to see you. You'll be shocked that most of the time they use the lens that you see yourself. That's the kind of lens that they used to see you, because it is how you see yourself that will matter how you're going to project yourself. It is with that projection, that's how they're going to see you as. You understand? That is the reason why two service providers or solution providers will bid for the same job. One person will go home with the job, you understand, and with even a higher pay. whereas the other person that is even willing to go lower may not get anything. Why? It is because of how they project or presented themselves. So it's very, very important. So credibility is important. If you present yourself well, if you give better value, all right, if you give better value and you are credible, the natural thing that will happen is that the perception about you would be improved upon, will be better. You understand? I want you to remember that you are the product. You are the product. So pay attention to ensuring that you give nothing but the very best. So this is why branding matters. So as we dig deeper, you are going to be learning more. You are going to be learning more. In fact, let me just give you a tip of what we'll be looking at next. So the next thing we'll be looking at is the pillars of service-based branding. So you don't want to miss that for anything. All right. So I trust that you got value. I trust that you got value from what I just shared with you. All right. So should you have any question or any comments to make, feel free to use the comment section. All right. Or feel free to reach out to me and I'll be more than glad to hear from you. All right. I want you to know that the essence of doing all of this is to help you build a globally profitable and relevant brand, either as a service-based business or as a product-based business. So when I come your way again, Simon Marty is my name. Keep doing business, keep making profit, and most importantly, always remember to keep living the limitless life. God bless you.